Hello and welcome everybody, this is your commentator and welcome you here to my first ever Yu-Gi-Oh video. Yes, like I said, we're going to be doing some Yu-Gi-Oh and because that's what I mentioned in the last video, that I want to start just doing some Yu-Gi-Oh and we're going to do it. And in this video I'm going to talk about and show you guys like how to build with the upcoming new Hero Strike structure deck that's coming out this Friday, January the 30th. And I'm really excited for it. That's why I want to talk about it in my first video. So we're gonna play a game here, and we're gonna see how we do. And in this deck, we're playing in Infernity Heroes. Yeah, Infernity Heroes. Not really well. Actually, I'm gonna say it's actually a good deck in my opinion, because the Infernities like to work with no cards in hand, and you can easily get no cards in hand with the heroes. So yeah, let's just do this. What do we want to play first? And yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna in this video I'm gonna go through the game, and then I'm gonna go over the deck list and explain my choices of the cards in this deck. But yeah, this deck's gonna be really good because heroes are gonna get a lot better because Shadow Mist is gonna be coming out in the structure deck, which allows you, because no one really played the mass change before. So Shadow Mist is gonna make mass change actually playable. Same thing with Dark Claw, because you don't know what Dark Claw does. Dark Claw is actually a really good card. Hold on, I gotta play something for the turn. Hold on. There we go. We're gonna play some defense in the Necromancer, and then we're gonna. I think we're gonna pass turn at that. Yeah. Anyways, what I was talking about is that Shadow Mist and Dark Claw are gonna make the game a lot. It's gonna make the heroes a lot better because Shadow Mist, when it's special summoned, you can add a mass change from your deck to your hand, and then when it dies, you can add an elemental hero, or when it's sent to the graveyard, you can add an elemental hero to your hand. Which is nice if you need to get a hero to your hand, you can Mathematician Shadow Mist away, which is great. Because then you can just do things at that point. Because watch, now we can do things with our hand with Shadow Mist and this hand. Watch, we're gonna normal summon the Shadow Mist, and we're gonna set everything we have so we can summon the Bubble Man. Now we're gonna overlay our Dark Claw and Shadow Mist. I believe we're gonna go into Lavalval Chain, so we can top deck another Shadow Mist, right? Do we go into Lavalval Chain? No. We're gonna go into Lavalval Chain because we can go into Infernity Archfiend. We can top deck our Infernity Archfiend. Yes. So we're gonna activate the effect to top deck a card, and we're going to send Shadow Mist to our graveyard so we can get the effect of Shadow Mist. Ooh, but we get Shadow Mist anyways because of our effect. And I think we want to grab Bubble Man, or do we grab Ocean? Because we play Ocean here if we need to stall out and grab some of our heroes to our hand from our graveyard. What do we have face down? E-Call. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Ocean. And then we're going to activate E-Call. Our face down E-Call to get Shadow Mist or Bubble Man. We're gonna grab Shadow Mist at this point. And that's gonna end our turn. Well, that sucked that he Nova'd our freaking Lavalval Chain, because we could have top decked the Archfiend, drew the Archfiend, and then we could have just gone off with our plays at that point. But yeah, with this, and I wanted to explain also with these videos of Yu-Gi-Oh, since I really love Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm gonna be doing a lot of decks, a lot of deck profiles and all these stuff, but people who know me as a person who plays like the lower tier decks. I don't really like playing meta, and if I were to play meta, I like to mix the meta cards in with lower tier decks to make them better. So yeah, you're playing a Honor Arc. We don't need to do anything with that yet. I don't know why you're going into 101, but we can flip. We can flip. We don't. You didn't attack? Hello? Yo, we got things now. Mass Change Second is gonna help us right now because we can mass change, because Mass Change Second doesn't have to be used on an elemental hero. It can be used on any monster that has that attribute as one of the mass heroes in your extra deck. So what we're gonna do is first we're gonna Snatch Steal the 101, so we can have it on our side of the field. We're gonna summon Ocean. He's gonna bottomless our Ocean, so we're gonna flip him face down so we don't get him to go away. Thank you. And then we're gonna activate Mass Change Second, discarding Shadow Mist to get the effect of Shadow Mist to change Archfiend into Darklaw. I mean to change Necromancer into Darklaw. And then we're gonna get a Bubble Man to our hand, so we can do things with Bubble Man next turn, and the Ocean that we have. We're gonna attack. We're gonna first attack with 101, so we can bail out his back row if he has any, which he doesn't. And then we're gonna attack with Shadow Mist. So this is a good showing of Infernity heroes right now versus Satellar Knights. He had some good plays, but we actually were able to get over those plays. So now I think we're just gonna end turn and see what he has in response to us with his 101 and our Darklaw on our field. Can he get through this? Because he knows we have Bubble Man in hand and we have our Ocean face down, so we can go to have plays next turn. We can go into Black Ship of Corn. We can go into or we can go into Cowboy if we need a Cowboy. He's gonna go into Deltaros right now. Don't tell me he's gonna go into Elder God Nodin though. Why? Nodin's not even out in the TCG. I don't know why people play Nodin if he's not out in the TCG. He's gonna go into Deltaros, get rid of our Shadow Mist, and that's fine. Oh no, he's gonna get rid of our Snatch Steal. Okay. If we drop a Soul Charge on him, then we win. Infernity Barrier? We don't need to go in. We don't need to do anything right now because we got to save the Bull Man for when we get something else in our hand. That just sucks that he had. Because why do people play Nodin if he's not out in the TCG? That's so stupid. That just bugs me. Sure, you're gonna say, oh, it's just Dev Pro and people can play whatever they want, but no, you can't. Because I wanted to play just against TCG decks. This is not a TCG deck if you're playing good Nodin. But now we're gonna go into Exciton Knight and blow up his field. Putting Bubble Man in our graveyard. Our effect still goes off. He had another Nova. Well, it looks like we lose. But hey, that was a good showing of the deck. I think I'm gonna do one more game, and then I'm gonna show you. Then I'm gonna show you guys the deck profile. Hopefully, we can get a win in this game, though. So I want to show you how I want to show you the good plays that this deck can have. That's why I want to do it. Let's go with scissors. Nope. All right. We got E-Call, we got Mathematician, we got Mass Change Second, we got So we can E-Call. Okay, so we can E-Call into Shadow Mist. Yeah, we can E-Call into Shadow Mist. Summon Shadow Mist. Activate Mass Chain second. Discarding. I'm going to discard Infernity Break. It might be a bad idea, but we're going to do it anyways. Because emptiness. Really? Everyone has to play Vanity's Emptiness. Everyone has to play Emptiness. He's playing Giant Germ. Okay. I don't know why he's playing Giant Germ. All I do is draw an MST and then I'm good. Dark World. Okay. I think I'm going to drop... Mathematician, because we have plays for the next turn with Bubbleman and Avenger. So we can just do things next turn. And we drew that MST so we can get rid of his back row that he just set. Just breakthrough skill, okay? So we're going to summon Avenger. Because we do play Synchros in this deck, so we're going to go into a Synchro play. We could go into... I think we're going to go into Armadius because he can't activate any card effects until the end of damage step. We would have gone to Stygian Insurgents if we had no back row. But we're going to go into Armadius here. And we're going to... And we can attack him and just do things now. Alright. Now we have... And he surrendered! Alright! Alright, guys. That was an interesting game, right, to say the least. But I'm just kind of still salty about that first game. But yeah. I have to get over that because when you play against Satellite Knights, you have to be wary of the Nova Alpha, but I'll get over it. But this deck is actually really fun to play, and I encourage you guys to try it out. So like I said, we're gonna go into the deck list. I'm gonna do the profile, and I'm gonna show you what I play and why I play it. And yeah, if you have any suggestions of what I should change in the deck, just let me know. All right, so here we go. Here we go. So first off, we play one Infernity General. Because we play Infernity General so we can get back our Avengers and our Necromancers if we have no cards in hand. And we can special summon to the field. And we play the one Infernity Archfiend because it's an Infernity deck. Why wouldn't you play Archfiend? And when you have no cards in your hand, you could just reveal it and then summon it to the field. Which is going to be awesome. If you've already like played all your cards and got like Bubble Man on field or something, and then you can go into your overlays at that point. Then we play the one Ocean because Ocean, as I said, allows us if the game goes on long enough, we will be stalling out. Hold on, I gotta do something here. No, I won't. Yeah, I do. Here we go. Sorry, but yeah, we can get back a elemental hero from our graveyard and put it in our hand, and we most likely we want to be recycling the Shadow Mist. And then we play two Infernity Guardians because Infernity Guardian, when we have no cards in our hand, it can't be destroyed by battle or by card effects, which is really good if we need to stall with our Infernity engine. Excuse me. And then we play, and then the main guy of the deck is Elemental Hero Shadow Mist. So like I said, when he is special summoned, we can add a mass change card from our deck to our hand, or a change card from our deck to our hand, and then when it's sent to the graveyard, we can add an elemental hero from our deck to our hand. And the reason you're gonna be saying, why do you play Shadow Mist without cards like Call of the Haunted and stuff? But I'll get into that later, because you don't see that I play Call of the Haunted. But that's another option. Hold on, I'm gonna get into that later. Then we play 3 elemental hero Bubble Man, because Bubble Man is also gonna be your main way to spam out your rank 4 XCs, pretty much. And that's good because when this is the only card in your hand, and you special summon it from your hand, you can draw 2 cards when you have nothing else on your field, which is really good. If you need to, if say your opponent like Exciton Knighted your field, and then you have no cards in hand, and you top deck the Bubble Man, then you play the Bubble Man, then you get those 2 cards, and those 2 cards might actually help you. And then we play the Mathematician. We play 2 copies of it because Mathematician, what it can do is it can dump Shadow Mist if we need to get its effect off to add a Bubble Man to our hand, or maybe even add Ocean to our hand, or we can even use it to dump the Infernity and the Avenger to our graveyard as well. And I'll get into what the Avenger does in a second if you don't know. But we then play Necromancer, because Necromancer, we can summon it. We can normal summon it, and then it switches immediately to defense mode. And then if we have no cards in hand, we can target 1 Infernity monster in our graveyard, and then special summon it to the field. And then we play the Infernity, and then we play 3 copies of the Infernity Avenger because it is a tuner. And if it's in our graveyard and we have no cards in hand, and another Infernity is sent to the graveyard by battle, then we can special summon the Avenger, and then the Avenger increases its level to become the level of the destroyed Infernity, which is really good. We don't use that effect that often, but you might find use for that effect to fit your liking if you need to. And those are our monster lineup. As you see, we play 19 monsters. Now for the spells, we play 3 E-Call because E-Calls, we just need to get our Shadow Mist as fast as possible to our hand, so we can do our plays. We play the 1 Soul Charge because Soul Charge, and every deck should be playing Soul Charge, and we can also use it to get the effect of Shadow Mist going, to add a change card to our hand, to either mass change or mass change second. And yeah, it's just nice to use it to just as a comeback mechanic. That's usually what Soul Charge is used for. Then we play 2 copies of MST because back row hate is back row hate. We didn't have room for 3, but yeah. So yeah, let me just grab the 3rd Typhoon anyways, because I'm gonna talk about because you see in my side deck, I want to talk about cards that you could actually play in this deck. That you can also play if it's more comfortable for you guys to play. Hold on, let me find the where is it? Here it is, and there. All right, there we go. But back to the deck profile. We play the 1 Book of Moon because being able to just stop our opponent's plays, so we can set up for our own plays, is actually really good in this deck. And then we play one of our main spell cards is Mass Change. Because what you can do is you can summon the Shadow Mist, or the Bubble Man, or even Ocean, and just wait. You don't even have to activate Mass Change during your turn. You can set the Mass Change, then when your opponent either targets your monster for a card effect, or attacks your monster, you can play the Mass Change and get out Dark Law, or any of your other Mass Heroes that we play. And then we play 2 copies of the Mass Change second, because since the Infinities are all dark, we can play, like, say we play, like you saw in that first game, we summoned Infernity Necromancer, then we had a Mass Chain second waiting there, so we could use it on our Necromancer to go into Dark Law. Which is very awesome that you can do that with any card that's not a hero, with Mass Chain second. And then we play the 1 Infernity Launcher because it's at 1, and we can just, if we have no cards in hand, we can special summon 2 Infinities from our hand. We can send an Infernity from our hand to the graveyard, and then we can also special summon 2 Infinities from our graveyard. Then we play the 1 Snatch Deal because Snatch Deals, like Soul Charge, should be played in every deck, and Soul Charge just sets up for game really, really easily. That's 14 spells. Now onto the traps. We play some of the staple traps like we play Bottomless, we play Torrential, and we play Compulse. Staple traps that I think every deck should play. And then for other traps, we do play Infernity Break, but we don't have it down here. I'm going to show off later, but you could, in theory, play 1 or maybe 2 Infernity Breaks, depending on what you think is necessary, and then you can replace the other copies with spells with traps like either Wiretap or even Trap Stun, if it helps you. But yeah, Infernity Breaks good because when we have no cards in hand, we can remove an Infernity from our graveyard to destroy it to destroy an opponent's card on the field. Which you might say is not really that great because most of the cards in this format are floaters. But, and for those of you who don't know what a floater is something that when it's sent to the graveyard, it gets you another card either to your hand or onto the field. And then for our last card, we do play the 1 Infernity Barrier because we can negate the activation of a card, either a spell, trap, or monster effect, if we have no cards in hand, if we have no cards in hand and a face-up Infernity monster on our field. So that's the deck. That's 40 cards, and that's 19 monsters, 14 spells, and 7 traps. Now for the extra deck, we play 2 Masked Hero Acid. Since we do play the Bubble Man and the Ocean, Masked Hero Acid is actually a great card because it's a great card to get rid of to just handle your opponent's back row. Since we're not playing cards in our deck like Malevolent Catastrophe, and we only have two Mystical Space Typhoons. Because what this card does, for those of you who don't know, is when this card is special summoned, we can destroy all spells and traps our opponent controls, and then if that happens, all of our opponent's monsters lose 300 attack. Which you're gonna be saying, that's actually really good, and I don't see why people haven't been playing Masked Heroes before with just Acid, or even the next card that we're talking about, because we do play 2 Acid, then we play the 1 Vapor. Vapor, in my opinion, is actually a really underrated Masked Hero because this card cannot be destroyed by card effects. It can be destroyed by battle, but it cannot be destroyed by card effects, which is really good in this format because you see stuff like Virgil running around, you see Darkhold's at 2, Raigeki's at 1. Fire Lake, Telenova Alpha, just cards like that Vapor is immune to. Then we play the main card of our extra deck, which is Darklaw. And Darklaw, oh, he's actually a great card. And I suggest everyone to play this card at 3 if you can in your extra deck, because Darklaw, whenever our opponent adds a card to his hand that is not during his draw step, we can banish a random card from our opponent's hand. And also, when Darklaw is on the field, it banishes our opponent's cards that are sent to the graveyard, which is really good against decks like Shadal's, Satellar's, Klee's, and just the top decks in general. Like I said, Burning Abyss, Shadal's, Klee's, and Satellar Knights. But the main decks that this card really hurts is Burning Abyss and Shadal's, because they don't get their effects when they hit the graveyard. Because with Darklaw, they are banished and you don't have to worry about their effects. And that's why I like Darklaw, and that's why I can't wait for this structure deck to come out, because I'm going to be picking up 3 copies of it to play 3 Darklaw. I might not be playing this exact deck, because as this deck is fun. I'm showing you guys a build, but the build I want to build is maybe a Shadal hero deck, which I will also show you guys in the next, maybe in a upcoming video. But yeah, anyways, back to our extra deck. We got the 1 Armades, because Armades is there if we have because we have the tuner of Avenger, and then we do play level 4s like Archfiend, Bubble Man that we can use, and even the Infernity Guardian that we can use to go into this thing. And this card, I think you should, if you have the opportunity to play it, you should play it because it stops burning, because it gets around Burning Abyss and Satellar Knights because of their traps, of all the traps that they like to play in their main deck. And then we play the one Stygian Insurgents because Stygian Insurgents is great because he can attack your opponent's monster, and when he destroys that opponent's monster, he gains 800 attack, and he can attack again. And in this particular deck, it's really good because he can only be summoned by one Fiend type tuner, and since we play the Avenger, it's great. Then we play the one ally of Justice Catastrophe because Catastrophe is great to just get rid of problematic cards, monster cards on our opponent's side of the field. I mean, sure, this won't get rid of towers, but this deck I think loses out to the towers anyways. So you might want to find a way in this deck to get rid of towers. So yeah, but then for our Xyz, we play the one Black Chipicorn, we play Castel, because Castel is, in my opinion, the best rank 4 Xyz monster in the game right now. So I also would probably suggest playing 2. If I could find room in this deck for 2, I would. And also with that, the other really good rank 4 is Exciton Knight. Being able to blow up your opponent's board because we lose. This is kind of like an all-out or nothing deck because we can, at times it can be, because we can just dump our whole hand on the field and then we have nothing, and then we can just play Exciton Knight, and then yeah, we can do things at that point. Then we play the one little chain because, as you saw, we can like if we have no cards in our hand, we can use it to top deck the Archfiend, the Infernity Archfiend, then we can go off at that point. Or we can even use it to send a card to our graveyard, like Shadow Mist, to get its effect activated, or even our Infernity Avenger. And then we play the one Cowboy if we need to swing for game, and we just want to play Cowboy to burn them, because it's always satisfying to burn your opponent with Cowboy. And then we play for a 1, because there is times when you have 2 Archfiends, I mean two Necromancers on board, or even a Necromancer and a Mathematician. We can go into Alucard for just more back row hate. Okay, so that's the deck, guys. But before I go, I wanted to talk about some extra cards that you could play if you wanted to change up the deck for your liking. So you could play in this deck you could play Neo's Alias. Neo's Alias is actually great because he's like the best level 4 hero that you can use to poke your opponent for just damage. And this card combines, and I would only play this card if you want to play the other Elemental Hero fusions, which we're going to get into. And then we're going to play, and then you could play Wildheart. I look really highly upon Wildheart in this format because of Burning Abyss and Satellar Knights and their traps. This gets over that because this card is not affected by trap cards. And then, like I said, with Alias, you could play these cards in your extra deck if you think they'll help you, and yeah, just because they do things. Shining, because Shining is Shining, and it's another out if you can't use Dark Lord to win your game. Also, the same thing with Escuridao. These two just gain attack for every Shining gains attack for every banished hero, and Escuridao gains attack for every hero in your graveyard. But in my opinion, I think the best of the fusions like this is actually Absolute Zero, because he gains 500 attack for every water monster on the field except for himself, which we also have Bubble Man and Ocean for that. And when he leaves the field, he can destroy all monsters our opponents control, which is actually really freaking good. Because let's say that they either Dark Hole or they Raigeki, and then our Ab-Zero is gone, then all their monsters get destroyed, which is really good. And then for an Xyz monster that you can play is Abyss Dweller. I was thinking about playing a Dweller in this deck, but Dweller is great because it stops excuse me, my throat's getting dry. And for those of you who know me, I have water nearby all the time. But yeah, you could play Dweller in here because Dweller stops graveyard effects for the turn. And then for some of the spells that I would recommend playing, Raigeki, just great to get rid of your opponent's monsters. And then you can push through for your game. Then you can just start going off and push through for game. Then you can play Miracle Fusion. Miracle Fusion, which goes along with Alias and Shining, Escalade Out, and Ab-Zero. Then if you want it, you can make this thing even a turbo build, even more of a turbo build by playing Upstart Goblin. And then I would suggest playing the third MST, at least putting it in your side deck if you don't main deck 3 MSTs. Same thing with Vanity's Emptiness. I did not have room for Vanities in this deck, but as you saw in the first game against the S-Knight player, it would actually have helped me. So what you could probably do is also replace 2 of the Infernity breaks for 2 Emptiness, and then maybe side deck the third. And then you can also play, like I was going to suggest, Call the Haunted. So you can special summon the Shadow Mist, and then get a change card, and then use that to your advantage at that point. So yeah. Anyways, guys, hope y'all enjoyed this video of me going over a Infernity hero deck. Or a hero deck in general that might be viable when the Hero Strike structure deck comes out this Friday, January the 30th. Anyways, if you like this video, please, at any point that you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and a favorite and subscribe. It helps me out. Also, leave me some feedback, not only on my channel, let me know how I'm doing, but on this video, let me know how you like the deck. If you think if there's any way you can improve the deck, or anything else that you can just do with this deck that you would suggest to me. But yeah, once again, this has been your commentator modes. Again, I hope y'all enjoyed, and I will see you for more videos. Peace, and good night, everybody.